Hi, future doctors. Welcome to the next class. We were discussing projectile motion. Now, in this projectile motion, what is the maximum range equation now? Maximum range. Range is different, maximum range is different. So, in any projectile, if you're going to project with some angle OA with some angle 15 degrees. Now, if you increase this angle to 30 degrees, it is reaching, let us assume, B. Now, what is the angle it is going to be? Let us assume 30 degrees. Next one, it is going to be 45 degrees. Let us assume next one, it is going to be 45 degrees. It is reaching at 6. This is the angle of projection, 45 degrees, this black color. Next angle, you can say how much? 15, 30, 40. I think with your common sense, you may expect the next angle will be 60 degrees, correct? Now, if you project with 60 degrees, where this is going to reach? Where this is going to reach means if angle of projection is going to be 60 degrees, it is going to reach where 30 degrees is going to reach, let us assume B. So why it is reaching B, we are going to discuss now. Now, angle of projection is how much? 60 degrees. Next angle will be 75 degrees. If you project with next angle 75 degrees, it is going to reach A because color is red, not because color is red. Why it is going to reach, we will discuss. This is going to be 75 degrees. Now, if you project vertically upwards, let us assume, vertically upwards, like this if you project, again it will be coming here only. Here only it will reach. Correct? Now, see here, among all the angles, one range is going to be OA, one is going to be OB, another one is going to be OC. Correct? So among all these, which is going to be maximum means OC is going to be maximum. Later OB. Initially it is going to be OA. Now how these we have drawn and which is maximum among all these means for which angle we got maximum means 45 degrees. How you got 45 degrees means according to range formula. What is the range formula? U square sine 2 theta by G. Whenever this sign is coming, if you want to get this one is going to be maximum means, so sine 2 theta should be equal to 1. Then 2 theta is going to be 90 degrees. Theta is going to be 45 degrees. Whenever range is maximum, its theta should be 45 degrees. But here another point is for you, whenever 15 degrees, 75 degrees, whenever 30 degrees is 60 degrees is coming, your ranges are going to be equal. How this one came? What are these angles we will call? So if sum of two angles is going to be 90 degrees, those angles we will call complementary angles. This is completely mathematics term, complementary angles. If two angles sum is equal to 90 degrees, those angles we will call complementary angles. If we are taking 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 15 degrees, 75 degrees, 45 plus 45, all these are going to be equal to 90. If you project two projectiles with same initial velocity, here all the initial velocities are same, we have to assume. Okay, then the ranges are going to be equal. How we are giving this statement, we will see. Before going to see that, what is this maximum range equation now? R is going to be U square sine 2 theta by G. Now, what is R maximum means? U square by G. Correct? They will ask what is the relation between maximum height and maximum range. So, what is the maximum height equation? U square sine square theta by U. Now, what is the maximum range equation? Now, only we got U square by G. Here we got. Now, whenever range is maximum, they won't mention. You have to remember theta is going to be 45. If we substitute here 45, u square sin square 45 by 2g. So in place of u square by g, what we can write? R maximum. In place of sin square 45, 1 by root 2 whole square. This is this 2. Therefore, H maximum, you will get R maximum by 4. This is the relation between maximum height and maximum range. R maximum is equal to 4 times of H maximum. So this is the relation. Now see complementary angles, how the ranges are equal. We will prove that. So R1 is equal to u square sine 2 theta 1 by g. So let us assume two complementary angles. Theta 1 is equal to theta. Then theta 2 should be 90 minus theta because sum should be equal to 90. So theta 1 you can substitute theta. R1 is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. Correct? Now we will see R2. R2 is equal to u square sine 2 theta 2 by g. U square sine 2. What is theta 2? 90 minus theta by g. So u square sine 180 minus 2 theta by g. U square. What is sine 180 minus 2 theta? So for this already we discussed sine 180 minus 2 theta is going to be sine A minus B. If you forgot means in basics we discussed sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So sine 180 is going to be 0. If you forgot this sine 180 0 also, again you can write sine 90 plus 90. So otherwise you can see our basics class, you will get all these. What is cos 180? Cos 180 is going to be minus. Therefore sine 2 theta. Cos 180 minus 1, this is this minus. Therefore finally you will get sine 2 theta. Some people directly they may remember, no problem with those people. So sine 2 theta by g. This is going to be R2. Now see, both R1, R2, both are going to be same, correct? Therefore, range S are equal. Ranges are equal for complementary angles. Therefore, we got where 15 degrees is reaching, so 75 degrees also reaching same range. Therefore, if two angles sum is equal to 90 degrees, their ranges are equal. Now, what is the maximum height ratio they will ask? H1 is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. H2 is equal to u square sin square. What is theta 2? 90 minus theta by g. Here we have taken. Theta 2 is 90 minus theta by g. What is sin square 90 minus theta? Again, what is sin 90 minus theta? If you forgot means sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. This term is 0. Sin 91. Therefore, sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. U square cos square theta by g. So, H1 by H2 is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. 2g will be there. Maximum height means 2g. Divided by u square cos square theta by 2g. So, if you cancel u square by 2g, u square by 2g, this is going to be tan square theta. This is maximum height. Now, what you will get? Total time and time of ascent. Total time formula 2u sin theta by g. Now, you can see logic. Whenever we got tan sin square, we got tan square. Now, here sin theta is there. Without derivation, we can write. Total time ratio is going to be tan theta. So, now you can remember all ones. What is the range ratio for complementary angles? 1:1. What is the maximum height ratio for complementary angles? Tan square theta. What is the total time or time of ascent, time of descent ratio for complementary angles? Tan theta. But which theta we have to take? If theta 1 is 30 degrees, theta 2 is 60 degrees. So theta 2 is 90 minus 30. Therefore, you have to take 30, not 60. This theta you should take 30 degrees. Understood? Correct? Next, one projectile is projected with 45 plus alpha angle. To get same range, what should be the other angle they will ask? Other angle how much means if you add these two angles, you will get 90 degrees. Therefore, 45 minus alpha. 45 plus alpha, 45 minus alpha should be equal to 90 degrees. Like this, they are going to ask. Next, they are going to do product of H1 and H2. This one. H1 and H2, they will make product. Like the T1 and T2, they will make product. We will see the product now. So H1 into H2. What is H1 we got? U square sin square theta by 2g. What is H2 we got? U square cos square theta by 2g. Okay. Now, this one, how we are going to write? U square into U square, U power 4. So, U square whole square, sin square theta, cos square theta by 4 G square. G square I am writing like this. Because they will ask what is the relation between range and H1 and H2 they are going to ask. What is the range equation we came to know? U square 2 sin theta cos theta by g. Now write this equation in terms of like this. In place of u square sin theta cos theta by g, you can write in place of u square sin theta cos theta by g. What you can write? U square sin theta cos theta by g is going to be equal to r by 2. Now you can search where it is there. U square, here sin square theta cos square theta is there. Therefore, if you rearrange this equation according to our convenience, u square sin theta cos theta by g whole square. U square sin theta cos theta by g whole square. What will be remaining extra here? 4. Correct? Now in place of this, what we can write? R by 2 you can write. Correct? So like this you can rearrange. We are going to get the main relation. Now will you get? Once we will see. In place of this, what we can write? R by 2. Write R by 2. R by 2 whole square into 1 by 4. Finally, R square by 2 square 4. 4 4s are 16. R square by 4 equal to H1 H2. Then what is R? 16. R square equal to 16 H1 H2. Then R is equal to 4 root H1 H2. This equation is going to be important, isn't it? Like this, they will ask T1, T2. If you multiply T1, T2, what you will get? What is T1? 2u sin theta by g. What is T2? 2u cos theta by g. All these are for complementary angles. Now you will get 4 u square sin theta cos theta by g into g. This one if you rearrange, 2 times of u square 2 sin theta cos theta divided by g into g. In place of u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g, what we can write? So in place of that, we can write u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g, you can write capital R. So if you write here 2 by g into capital R, this is T1, T2. Now what is capital R? Of g coefficient this side, T1, T2. This equation already you got 2 times in vertically projected body. One is, in case of vertically projected body, a point P is crossing 2 times, T1, T2. At that time, H is equal to of G, T1, T2. That another time is an object is projected vertically upwards, thrown downwards, dropped downwards. At that time also you got same equation. Now this is also same relation. R is equal to, in place of H you got R, that's all, of G, T1, T2. So like that you can remember in whichever case you people want. Okay. So practice these questions. Definitely these will be helpful for your examination. Thank you.